You know you were fighting on TV about this your seat. You are coming to select
No,
over
please,
here.
please,
Did
please.
I mention your name?
You cannot call me.
Did I mention your name?
We have procedure.
Did I mention your name? You can carry a cross you want to carry.
And it was very, very interesting confrontation. And there are stories and there are so many angles. The bottom line is this, that MFA Hardcastle could have managed everything better and controlled her temper better. But Charlie, you guys sometimes don't just take names for granted. Or the Hardcastle. So she was hard as a Hardcastle, you know. But anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm not talking about what caused the fight. But the miracle after the fight, folks, it blew my mind. And I was like, wow, is this possible? First of all, let me tell you something. You know, our parliament can get very, very rowdy. You know, yeah, nay, yeah, nay. And then the yeah said, the nay said, it does get rowdy. Sometimes it turns into a whole Jama session. Look at this. Sometimes it turns into a whole Jama session. Look at this. That's it, Joseph. Sometimes it's just drumming on the table. Take a look at the drumming.
No way, no way. No way, no way. No way, no way. No way, no way.
Honourable members, I suspend the House for 30 minutes. The House is.
There's quite a bit in Parliament, you know. And for once, when Hardcastle and Anodonpre had their tiff and it entered Parliament for discussion, folks, it blew my mind. That's why I got the motivation for my script, A Miracle in Parliament. Why? That was the first time I saw the beauty of bipartisan discussion. Oh, all the tempers were low, they were all moderate, they were talking, and each person was listening to each other, and I said, hey, this is Ghana Parliament. Take a listen to Haruna and how Haruna put it. So reconciliatory. Listen to Haruna Idrisu.
As I listen to him, only can I him that what the Honourable Member for Damongo said, that this House must stand united, indeed unanimous, in condemning the conduct and in demanding apology and retraction of it. So, to honourable members, we do not and we should not accept that conduct and that insult. Today it is him, tomorrow it may be you. That is why we must stand united in condemning it. But to Honourable Minority Whip, I'm pleading with you. Forgive her.
Wow, did you see that? Ajubre. This thing can happen to any of us. So ajubre, you know. And then Haruna, and then there was a lady who spoke for the MPP. Very, very cool, talking about. Listen to her.
Actually happy. Yes, I was happy to see that she had been as the Salem Commission. I don't know. I really don't know her. I've never spoken to her, but I know her because here was a was being appointed to a high position at the Petroleum Commission. So I was extremely happy. So that's to see what had occurred. I would advise her as a fellow sister to apologize and to retract.
I swear to God, this lady is returning you. Did you hear her tongue? Affirmative action. But I just wanted to see the level of cordiality and how everybody was arguing in Parliament. And then let's go now again to hear about more of this debate. Listen to Adongo and the way he put his argument. Listen to Adongo.
The Women's Caucus, and I know Honorable Doyo is one of the leading members of the Women's Caucus, have also made an undertaking to intervene in the matter and ensure that the lady in question does the needful. All of us can fall victim to what the lady did, but once she has rendered the apology before this matter was raised on the floor, I think that her conduct should be mitigated and we allow sleeping dogs lie. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity.
Oggi progettiamo in Burdel, costruiamo un diffusore per oli essenziali con i nostri strumenti Parkside. Ricicliamo un piattino metallico di ceramica, basta che non prenda fuoco Burdel, e riportiamone il diametro su un listello che recuperiamo dagli avanzi. Portiamo a misura i pezzi con la sega circolare per taglio obliqui.
Speaker, for the opportunity.
Fantastic. Rogo, my man. Now let's go to my main man, Abu. And listen to what he said here.
Mr. Speaker, the issue or the concept of arrogance of power is one that I believe we should all be mindful of. Mr. Speaker, if you allow, I will refer to the founder of the NDC himself, President Rawlings, who's had occasions to make submissions of arrogance of power. And I think, Mr. Speaker, himself, in some of your official statements, you've understood this point of the need for us to eschew arrogance of power. So, Speaker, this government is less than 1 month, and I don't say this from a partisan lens, but I say this as a canker that we all should watch. Those of us who are the privileged of serving in government, the jury is acted ourselves. Police cannot how we conduct ourselves. Those who have the opportunity to serve, I think it's really important that they be mindful of serving at the people. And therefore, they should serve tea. And with respect, Speaker, the President himself, President Mahama, has had multiple occasions to call on his appointees to eschew arrogance of power. His first swearing-in ceremony, which was the time he sworn in the respected Minister for Education and others, this was a theme, the major theme he spoke to.
I love what Jinapo said, man. Show him some love, man. He mentioned two particular leaders, and he said something. He said, you know, when you are in power, you should eschew arrogance. Some would say, when you are in power, you try to eschew arrogance. And he mentioned two leaders that he believes eschewed arrogance. And of all people, talked about J.J. And when he said J.J. has not to be arrogant, but leader of the and how he tell you know hit my heart, man. An MP talk about how is no. We say, hey, and I was amazed. And he actually, yeah, talking as me. I know what you're talking. Don't go that path. Okay. Person who did not whip the line, reconciling was, I think it was the MP for Wijagbawe. He was starting the whole thing all over again to say, Charlie, you guys didn't see. Listen to what he said here.
Mr. Speaker, I was a witness in this matter. Mr. Speaker, I saw every step and every reaction and posture of the lady who is the subject matter of this discussion. Mr. Speaker, when she was given the opportunity to apologize, Mr. Speaker, her posture did not show anyone who had come in to show remorse. And Mr. Speaker, what my seniors did not know was when the minority leader, minority chief whip, had agreed to a third apology. Mr. Speaker, she did not see some of us on the corridor, and she made another very ill statement. That, Mr. Speaker,
Oh, it's okay. And yeah, to build the PC, we're also going to bring back all the issues. Anyway, but I also was very, very interested in what the Speaker of the House had to say. Mr. Honorable Bagman, this is what he had to say.
Comments of members. I will proceed to invite the lady concerned and to personally go into the matter and take the appropriate action. But let me state here once more. Without parliament, there is no democracy. Without respect for parliament and parliamentarians, there is no democracy. We are the protectors of the rights and the dignities of our people. If we ourselves are endangered species, then nothing is left for our country. This is not the first time, but before we ask for our pound of flesh, respect is earned. Please, Appointments Committee, we have crafted rules of how Appointments Committee should conduct the business of hearing. That is used, public hearing of nominees of the presidents. I'm not too sure there's reference to those rules in what I am witnessing myself. And I've received so many complaints from observers in Ghana and outside Ghana. This is an opportunity for me to draw your attention to it. That please, respect is earned. How we behave or misbehave, how the people will behave towards us or misbehave towards us. I am not referring to the complaint that they've just lodged, because I know the minority chief very well. And I know he has strong views, but he knows how to comport himself. So I'm not referring to this instant issue, but generally, members, you are referred to as honorable. Behave honorably.
Yeah, of course, I'm going to talk about how generally business should be conducted in Parliament so that they earn the respect. You know, you can't beg anybody for respect. You have to earn the respect. And so, Bobby was talking about it's all in the conduct of how you do things. But let me say this. What really excited me was how cordial they all were. How tolerant they all were. For once, they were not shouting over each other. They were listening. to each other and making remarks and all heading towards one goal, essentially. Let us all ajubre so that we move forward. Wow! Well, this is just the advice I have, you know. Now that I can say, a parliament, you are capable of talking with maturity and deciding issues. I'm waiting for real issues to get there, not issues about somebody's upset about a fight. Or you conduct yourself well. But issues are going to be coming in, man. One of the issues that are going to be coming in is the 24th way to watch that debate. Watching you, that debate economy, I'm going to juxtapose it with this one, and then we'll see how cordial understanding, how you all were, whether you were listening to each other or fighting each other. We'll see, folks. So something I want you guys to start thinking about, man. Very, very important. So, you know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the mass deportation of in the U.S. Oh, they say the number or not 3 billion, some say 4, some I don't know. Is that aliens illegal in the U.S. and they are all in fear. Seen any Africans being deported here? They say it's coming down to them. I want you to take a look at how they treated South Americans deported, put them all into the military aircraft. Let's watch how the people of Mexico were treated. Watch them. Folks, and understand this, all of these people were picked from their jobs. So they were working, then they come and pick you up. You don't have a chance to go home to go and shower and dress up. They just haul you straight into the aircraft. Watch the chains on their hands and their feet. How dehumanizing. Ooh. Small jackpot. Watch this. And the people of Colombia also went through a similar thing at the hands of this deportation thing. Colombia people, look at them. They are not holding any bags. They're not holding anything. Cast your mind back. Some of these people have been there 10, some 20 years. They haven't got to your home. They've got you right away. You're going home like the way you're born without clothes, you die without clothes. Suddenly they're going home. Can you imagine? This is so sad, folks. Unless a miracle happens and Trump will change his mind about that, which this is the same fate that awaits Indians and Nigerians in the US. I'm telling you. For most of you who have had relatives who have gone for a long time, you haven't even heard from them. They've gone mute. Ghanaians, Nigerians, some have gone for 5 years, 3. It's just ridiculous. People have spent there not having come home. Can you imagine the army busting into your house and they pick you? Anything. You can't make any call. Straight from there to a military aircraft. Muko Ghana. So please, Parliament, this is something I'm also hinting. Maybe you want to start discussing it. You know, whatever we do, these are Ghanaian citizens. So, hey, they Japan, they have left, they are not in Ghana. All that we can say, it is true. But the bottom line is they are Ghanaians. And they're coming back. So Parliament, please, I want you, just like the way you dealt with the Hardcastle and Obama conflict with maturity and discussion, please put this on your table very, very ASAP, because they are coming. How do we accommodate them back into the society? I feel sad for some who know where they are. Some have gone a long time. Who went away, who have been away for 3 years, when they come to Ghana, they will lost. Or they won't find their way where they're going. That's what I mean. You know, and then imagine 10, 15 years plus, they don't know anybody, they don't even write family, because family is Muhadri. When they write, you go and beg for money. You don't know the hustle the man is going through or the woman is going through. They are hustling 2-3 jobs plus part-time. And to all you do, actually send me this, send me that. They've cut everybody off. But sadly for them now they have to come back. How are we going to accommodate them? Folks, this is what I'm talking about to Parliament people. Believe it or not, these are all provisions you should see that when they come in flux of Ghana, not expect. The people are now they have been told such way they won't get any the whole for a while, expect any raises. People are expecting to be laid off, and in the midst of all this, if one Ghanaians are deported and they jump into this fray, do you know what has happened? Amazing chaos. But Parliament, these are the things you put on the table and start talking about how you accommodate the people who are coming. Because they are, I said, unless they are trying to mind. You know how the Mexican government just said they won't let the plane land? Unless we do that in Ghana. They give it, this, let them land in Ghana. That one I don't know. But unless we do, we should get because they are. So start thinking, do whether it's NADMO, whether I don't know. All I'm saying is, Mundes Kasiwe, very, very intelligent because it is coming. Coming. And I want it the way. Now, you know how I always have, also, they have a put down for standard for people to, it has happened before and this is what we did. I think they are not on pre-Hardcastle resolution in Parliament to be the standard. Okay, so these Ghanaians come and deported to be the standard. This because unless we have a way of stopping them there, they are coming. Okay, now we are just talking. Just coming to my mind is a very, very good friend of mine, Oliver Vomawo. May I say everybody's mine, unless proving otherwise, I would time media, I assume you're my friend. Like my good friend, I think he was also to Parliament just a couple of telling is that he published the post. The fact that their party was taking bribes from the ministers or the ministers who have been designated before allowing them to go through vetting. This is a serious charge, man. Well, of course, he was hauled to Parliament. And from what I hear, well, he apologized and said that he actually meant nothing else.
Chair, saying here clearly that my post was not intended to disparage members of the committee, and I have not intended to say that members of this committee have received or demanded bribes from various individuals. At no point intended my to communicate, and for those reasons, I apologize.
Vomawo, you are an attorney, departure. An attorney, you know how the court works. The court doesn't work by what you say or even no. The court works by what you can prove. And I don't know. That's court. Well, I guess the regular court, let me say that. It's not about what you have heard or one of my friends here say. It's not even about something you know, because it's about what you can prove. So I think that's why he went to court. And I hear that he said, well, that's not what he meant. There was an apology that, and possibly a retraction, whatever.
We want to make it clear that we are here respectfully to apologize for the post we made.
But let me take this opportunity. to warn all Ghanaians. Please, fake news has become amazingly incredible. I think I saw something once, was it on Joy FM platform? I don't know, that you had and happy even trying to reach somebody to find blah blah, and then I think a day it was. Now this anything that a powerful station put on their platform, nobody would assume that is because the danger no happiness, maturity, have the profession to cross-check. Once so cross-check what verify. Once they verify, then they put on their people who just picked on their platform and also started blasting. Yeah, where do you get it? Oh, we had it on City or on some very, very reputable platform. Let's really get into it. And I'm a vlogger. I talk a lot, but advising, let us into the habit of defying. And so is alleged thing. Put the information out there, and it is a friend of mine. There's nothing like fake news. They're only fake reporters. News just get up and go into headlines and started jumping all over social media by itself. No. Certain bloggers, individuals, deliberately put that out. So fake one. So I don't know anything about any fake news. I know about fake reporters, fake bloggers, and this thing can be so dangerous. So please, I'm begging you, all of you on social media, because social media is where we all go. I sit here and I'm talking back. You have no idea how many times I on TikTok, Facebook, why? Check it because you want to see what is happening. But I'm saying that most, or should I say, some of the things out there, somebody crazy out there, and we jump on it, we latch on it, and it's all fake. I'm just, I'm saying that they are jubbering out there. Those who just throw things, it is very, very damaging. What fake news can news? I can accidentally. 16. One of these Mahama was the amazing onslaught of fake news. Out there. Oh no. Oh, Mahama building, he has built a hotel in Dubai. Boom. And the word spreads like wildfire. Here today, tomorrow they're talking Tamale and Wa in the Votary. Wildfire within seconds. Hey! Says in Mahama Hotel Dubai. Crowd 4. Hey! I'm telling you, news, if we are going to allocate reasons for Bahama's loss, I'll put it that this was either number 1 or number 2. Very, very dangerous. Hey, they say Guinea fowls were they flew to Burkina Faso and all that. Fake news. I'm not talking about it. I'm just talking about power of how somebody lost a whole bit to presidency partly due to fake news. So that's how dangerous fake news has become. So the only advice I'll give is what happened to evidence or blogging or vlogging? Evidence-based. Base it on evidence. Evidence-based. For example, upon what basis they put out the appointments committee is collecting. There's something or heard or assumed. It's not what you know. It's what you prove. And I'm not like a saint or anything. I'm in this, you know. And do you know how many times sometimes we are going to cover something, and I thank God to the producer and director. I says, but is there any evidence of this? I say, well, you are producing, I'll leave that to you. He can go searching, and when he comes back and says, Kes, I couldn't find anything linked to this. I say, okay, then we can't do that story. End of discussion. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's one true. The that we don't have the proof, and that's how life works. You must be able to buy it. If you don't go into it, beg. As you break, please don't do evidence journalism, evidence-based vlogging, evidence-based thing that we want to do, you know. We have reached in this country very, very funny, you know. And the media is full. The media is very, very TikTok, don't underrate it. It's very, very powerful. If I frame any false story on TikTok, it will be circulated within 10 seconds across Ghana. Hey, have you heard this? This one too, let me advise Ghana. Not everything should be assumed to be true. Sometimes take a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and check before. So that I know for the and then the same day or later they will tell you, oh, Charlie, the thing you circulated cry story. False person, fake one. To first living was that very you are the fake one. I don't believe in fake news. Fake reporters, fake bloggers, the fake put out the fake one, not the story. Why is it? Anyway, please. Now, king of what we put out. Very, very important. Hey, finally, I want to talk about. You know, one time I was doing a program and I remember way back. When I say way back, I just had show. When we were in secondary school. What do you call SHS? I think so. I was in Form 3 then, so I think that's part of high school now. Way back then. When there are fights between friends, you hear one person can now I'll prove to you that I am. I like it when they say thank you. Now, because what Jimmy? What bother me? Make sure say even when I was 3, I thought one of the most things I've ever heard is that I'll put the most. And it's talking about back then. K is 72 there. I'll prove to you that I'm fast forward from 73 to 2005 into our politics. Our party is based on nation. Who is most to look at this perfect example. Muhammad with the NDC do so much. So I'm going to people who have looted the money, the resource, everything that has I am you.
Launch an Operation Recover All to investigate and recover the corruption. Prosecute the prosecution. No person will be spared. But let me say that the accountability will cut both against both and government.
So now we will go to all And what did we hear? Meeting the MPP and Defense Minister. Are you people, what are you talking about? They gave away more than we did.
If there is anybody who has, if it put the two parties, NDC has sold lands to private MPP.
The NDC was more stupid. They were, or the NDC can prove to them that they are more. But here's the case of one stupid. Master, Nitiwu, respected man, Minister of Defense, were in 8 months. And even the years discovered all the land only in this and quiet for 8 years. What is wrong with it? Or you kept you still some to more stupid. So now they say we are going to case the cost of the lands. Then say I'm not the only entity to store some. Come on, guys, let us grow. Can we evolve more? When I talk about evolving, it's just I'm talking about our standards of thinking should be raised. Something that we were doing as kids in 1973, I proved to you stupid. 2025 we are doing in our parliament. Not justifying that if they do more and they should be stolen, whatever they are stealing. Only that's why we have oral. I'm sorry. So Nitiwu, take all the evidence you have and give it to oral. And tell oral, Chale Gidi Gidi, you say you are investigating. Please, for 8 years that NDC was in, so please, Nitiwu, give the evidence to oral. Publish it, make the day. Don't you have radio stations that are aligned with you? That is not a what do you call it thing. It's anything new in Ghana. Radio stations are aligned. They are aligned between NDC, MPP, whatever agenda you have. Find somebody that's aligned to you. Go to the stations or go to the Daily Graphic. That's something. Yeah. So and so and so and so and so for NDC all looted. I'll ask you, so 8 years. Now you're looting. You didn't say anything. So that what? But you're looting. I haven't said it. But now prove to me that you are more. Give me, you know, any night. This is what I said today. I beg the not dump castle resolution classic was beautiful. So that's something partisan, gentle and intelligent, calm, beautiful. Many years first, you know, so in principle to important things that are happening right now. I've was just selection. I want to be selected so we have all the tests, we have all the parliament, everything. Speak and speak. Ask what I have fully empty. Not the certain level. But I'm saying that let us know that that is the way parliamentarians are supposed to behave. Bipartisan thinking, collaboration, making sure that you arrive at intelligent conclusions. The best thing we can do, because right now we want Ghana to rise again. Level we should go into. Talk about the Ghanaians that are expected. What are you going to do? Right about now, you should have some offices already now. It's trying to determine by now, Chale, we expect 7,000 to come. We have the ability. That is what should be going on. But in Parliament, what do? Now that more than ever, here 24 economy. How do we do it to submerge all of these people? Anyway, folks, I'm ending my show today. And thank you for once again joining me. It's been Talk Shop. And today on Talk Shop, it was nothing but Ajubre. Let's evolve. Let's start thinking productively. Guess why? Because we have a nation to build. And we will build this nation. And Ghana shall rise again. See ya.